And very honestly, I was thrown out from that workshop,
Oh,
saying that maybe you can't write. So
Hey guys, welcome to Binge Buddies. In today's Candid Conversation episode, we have with us actor, writer, and director Nipun Dharmadikari. Nipun has featured in Forbes India 30 Under 30 as well as Forbes Asia 30 Under 30. He has directed the national award winning Marathi film Dhappa and more recently the Netflix series Mismatched. We hope you enjoy this conversation. Before we proceed, please remember to subscribe to Binge Buddies.
so hello Nipun. Thank you so much for taking out the time. Welcome to Binge Buddies.
thank you, Saurabh.
It is really an honor to be speaking with you. I have seen a lot of your work. Believe me, whether it's your both the movies, Bab Janma and Dhappa, that you have written and directed. I've seen a lot of your work with Bhadepa, and I'm a huge, massive fan of the series which you and Ameya do on Badipa, which is Casting Couch, and that is one of the favorite because एक
Thank you.
मराठीमध्ये जे स्लँग असतं ना त्याला इंग्लिशमध्ये ती मजा नाहीच आहे किती काही
Yeah,
केलं तरी तर
yeah,
ते
yeah, yeah.
तसं टाईप ऑफ इंटरव्ह्यू आपण आय डोंट नो मी कुठे कम्पेअर करू आय हॅव नॉट सीन दॅट अँड दॅट इज द USP ऑफ दॅट सिरीज अँड आय लव्ह कास्टिंग
Thank you.
काउच सिरीज इन जनरल.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I would like to understand. Were you
Yeah.
like since your school days itself you were involved in acting, or is it something which happened post school?
No, in school, I was in a convent school, and funnily enough, there was no theater background in our school. I mean, theater was not even a part of, forget the curriculum, but even the extracurricular activities, any cultural program did not include theater.
Okay.
So I was not introduced to theater because of my school, very honestly. But it happened because of my parents and also the city that I grew up in, Pune, which is like the cultural capital of at least Maharashtra.
Maharashtra, yeah.
So I did watch a few of good plays in Marathi that my parents made me watch actually forcibly because TV and everything and Cartoon Network was new,
Yeah.
and so I used to enjoy that more.
Yeah.
But they actually forcibly took me to watch plays, and I started liking plays. And there is one very famous Marathi play, a mono acting piece called Varad Nigale Londonla. So I started performing that
Okay.
on my own in school, in class, and that's how theater started for me, very honestly. And then later, when I got into college, the culture in college was pretty different than what it was in school.
Okay.
And there are some really good one act play competitions, intercollegiate competitions. So I was a part of them, like Purushottam, and I met and made friends over there who are friends till now, who I work with, Ameya or Sarang Sati, who's the founder of Bharatiya Digital Party that you just mentioned,
Yeah.
and got to work with a lot of good people who have made a very good name for themselves, great career for themselves. Like, for example, Amruta Subhash, who has been in great projects like Gully Boy or Sacred Games.
Yes. So, how did you exactly get into direction? So, you started your journey as an actor, but
Yeah,
more of your work we see is more into directing. How did that happen?
yeah. It happened out of accident, and maybe because people who were around me at that point of that time, they all wanted to act and nobody wanted to direct. So I think they just pushed that responsibility on me.
All right.
But thankfully, I really liked doing that.
Mhm.
And after directing one play,
Mhm.
I realized that maybe this is what I enjoy doing more, even more than acting.
Mhm.
Very honestly, it was also a smart decision because I knew that even as an actor, I'm always going to have limitations because how much ever you try, you have to look a certain way. You have to have the certain physicality. I knew that was going to be tough. So this also, in a way, was a smart choice. But having said that, it was also something that I enjoyed more than I enjoyed acting.
Amazing. So, आपण लेखन केलंय, you've done writing, you've done acting, and you've done
Yeah,
directing as well. So, which one is toughest according to you?
writing. Yeah, some. I mean, creating something out of the blue, I mean, it is one of the things that I respect the most.
Mm-hmm.
It is also something that I realize is the toughest. I don't know why I continue doing it, because I know, I mean, it's so tough, but it pays a lot of my bills. And in the end, very honestly, in the end, the toughest part about that is, writing something on a blank page. Once that process starts,
Yeah.
it does get very enjoyable. But I think just starting that process is the toughest part.
So what kind of individual you are when it comes to writing? So you need to be in a certain frame of mind. Are you a morning
Yeah,
person? Are you a night person? How do you do that?
I think it's just deadlines. Yeah. So so it doesn't matter whether it's morning or night after, when the deadline is really close. So that time I become all sorts of person. I become a morning person, night person, coffee person, tea person, whatever you name it, and I'm that person for you. So having said that, I do think I'm more of the twilight hours. I like better in those hours. So
Yeah.
I either tend to write a lot late into the night, or I sleep early and wake up early and start writing, at 4 or 5 a.m. or something like that. Or I write up to 4 or 5 a.m.
एक्झॅक्टली आय थिंक
Yeah.
ते लहानपणी शाळेत स्कूलिंग डेज मध्ये म्हणायचे ब्रह्ममुहूर्तला उठ आणि अभ्यास कर सगळं डोक्यात जाईल
Oh,
डायरेक्ट त्याच्यातलं आहे ते.
so ते तसंच आहे. हो, अगदी खरं आहे.
Lovely. So you still are, correct me if I'm wrong, you still are very much connected to the theater plays, whether it's writing, directing on a
Yeah, yeah,
regular basis, right?
yeah. I have made it a point that I do at least one play every year.
Hmm.
How much ever I try,
Mm-hmm.
especially at this age and at this juncture, money does take a precedence over a few things,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, theater doesn't pay as much as one a person would like.
Yeah.
So, but having said that, I do make it a point to at least do one play every year, whether it is directing a play or acting in a play. And except for 2020, so far I've been successful. So there was a point in time, maybe 7, 8 years back. I was just doing my chartered accountancy and I had left it. And there were like 2 or 3 years wherein I had not done a play at all.
Hmm.
And I was so hungry to do something
Yeah.
that I ended up directing 5 plays in a matter of 14 months. So I
Wow.
just one play after the other, I just kept directing. So
Oh, wow.
in 14 months, I directed 5 plays, and I think I got a little exhausted by that too.
Yeah, of
So I
course.
just decided to take it a little slow, and then I turned it down a notch and started working on one play every year since the past 6, 7 years. And so far, I've been successful in doing that, except for 2020.
I mean, yeah, come on. This year
Yeah,
it's undoubtedly one of the weird years we have seen in our lifetime,
yeah,
and hopefully this is the only
yeah.
year. As you mentioned very correctly, and I very much believe that theater as an art form is the toughest comparatively. And
Right.
sadly, it is not being remunerated for the hard work very well. What do you think is the biggest challenge for the theater scenario in India? Like cinemas, every Friday people jump in. Let's watch something. The kind of experience cinema gives. Of course, it has a different kind of audience, but theater actually takes you in. Now I see a lot of plays here in the UK as well. It is you are absorbed for those 2.5 hours. You are just lost absolutely.
Correct.
It's a beautiful world. Why do you think is it's
Yeah.
so difficult? The challenge in India for theater scenario.
नाही, एकतर काय म्हणू आपण, व्हॉल्यूमचा पण मुद्दा आहे. म्हणजे वेन वी टॉक अबाउट फिल्म्स,
Hmm.
one film is released, I mean, simultaneously there are maybe a few thousand shows
बरोबर.
at one point of time.
Yeah,
So definitely it wins the game over there when it comes to money.
definitely.
So of course it's not going to pay as much as film or now OTT platforms will.
Yeah.
Having said that, there are a few exceptions who earn a lot through theater. I think theater has also, over a period of time, become a niche art.
Yeah.
It has stopped being massy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's a bad thing,
Mm-hmm.
because if we see what happens to the quality when something starts becoming massy.
Yeah.
We have seen what has happened with television.
Yes.
So in a way, it's good that if somewhere we can maintain a storytelling quality,
Yeah.
and it's a fine balance to work in both mediums as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that I have this opportunity, and I can work in both mediums at the same time.
You have written and directed Baap Janma and Dhappa, both as your movies. And Dhappa went on to win national award. So, firstly, congratulations on that. Um,
Thank
what I want to understand really is how, for both the movies individually, what was that inspiration? What made you think ki, oh, या सब्जेक्ट वरती काहीतरी लिहायला पाहिजे.
you. Right. Dappa, usually say that is my first. I mean, it is my first film, but it is also my fifth first film,
Fifth.
because I had been working on so many films beforehand,
Okay.
which would end up being my first films, but none of them did. And Dappa was the one that
Oh.
actually took the cake. Dappa's credit actually goes to Girish
Mhm.
for actually creating that world and those characters.
Mhm.
Baap Janma came from a discussion with friends. I mean, they put this idea in my mind that, what would happen if a parent fakes his own death?
Hmm.
And that they left me with this germ in 2012.
Okay.
And they had forgotten about it. And
Okay.
I started writing it, and I didn't give up on it. And before I knew it, in 2 years, I had finally written the story, I had written the characters, the world, and I had written the script.
Nice.
Twice I came very close to actually getting it made.
Okay.
Just 3 weeks away from starting the film, when something or the other went wrong with it,
Oh.
and then Dappa happened.
Mhm.
And the way one thing leads to another, I experienced it with Dappa when the moment we finished principal photography of that film,
Mhm.
the producer called me and he said, come and meet me. So I went there and he said that I like what you have done,
Mhm.
and is there something else that you would like me to invest in?
Nice.
Like, yeah, of course. I mean, why not? If you're asking me, why would I say no?
Exactly.
And there itself, I narrated Baap Janma to him, and he was on. And in the next 4 or 5 months, I was shooting for Baap Janma. So what happened was that the second film that I shot for
Mhm.
released first, and the per released later.
Yeah. So you started as an actor. You became a director by chance because you were pushed into it, but then you happened to realize this is maybe your real calling. You started enjoying it much
Yeah,
more. And then
yeah.
there is a time where you actually get multiple projects to do on screen and you've directed them and then they don't go through. Was that disheartening?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I knew that it was not going to be easy. I knew it was going to be a struggle, especially from I was from a family who was not involved in media at all.
Yeah.
So there was no godfather per se
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that this is what I want to do.
Hmm.
So even if it is going to be tough for the first few years,
Mhm.
I knew I had to endure it. But I mean, very honestly, my career started off really well. I mean, in 2011, when I decided to quit CA and start doing this,
Mhm.
and I mentioned before that I directed
Yeah.
5 plays at one go.
Yeah.
Out of the blue, I got a call to write a film. Suddenly, before I knew it, I mean, really, everything moved so quickly
Yeah.
that before I knew it, I was working with Rohan Sippy and Ayushmann Khurrana,
Wow.
and I was writing a film for them. And in 2 months, we had adapted that film, and it went on floors, and Nautanki Sala happened. So, I mean, Ayushmann, of course, I had seen him on TV. I had also then seen his debut
Mhm.
with Vicky Donor, and I had really admired his choice.
Mhm.
And it was just, I mean, amazing that I just got a call from a friend
Uh-huh.
who I had attended a writers workshop with nearly 2-3 years ago,
Mm.
and very honestly, I was thrown out from that workshop,
Oh.
saying that maybe you can't write. So
Okay.
that workshop actually worked for me in such a way, because she had seen what I had written, and she asked me if I would, write this film.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, long story short, once I had written it, I did get a few more offers to write Hindi films.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow none of them worked at that point of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been working on a Hindi film for a long time with a very well-known producer, director,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really looking forward to it. It was something was going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and that was called off on one phone call one day that no, this is not happening.
Okay.
So after Nautanki Sala in 2013, where I felt that things will get easier now, it actually got tougher for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But those 2 years, thankfully, I wrote more.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I wrote in those 2 years, I have been using it till now, till 2019.
Wow.
I mean, it was actually an investment of sorts, those 2 years.
Exactly. On a different note, I saw you acting in a series called Once a Year. There are so many things. Firstly, that concept of 6 episode and one episode being one day of that particular year is amazing.
Right.
What was that about that character, or was it the story? What made you sign this project?
मी आधी म्हणालो तसं असे खूप लोक मला अभिनेता म्हणून पाहत नाहीत, त्यामुळे जे काही काम येतं ते मी त्याला पटकन ते
अच्छा.
करू पाहतो. त्यात दुसरी गोष्ट अशी होती की म्हणजे तुम्ही म्हणालात तसं इट वॉज अ व्हेरी युनिक कॉन्सेप्ट.
Yeah.
आणि गौरव पत्कीने ते लिहिलं होतं आणि त्यांनी फार सुंदर लिहिलं होतं. म्हणजे त्याला एक जो एक सहजपणा होता तो मला फार आवडला, की बऱ्याचदा आपण काही इवन आपण रोमॅन्टिक गोष्टी वगैरे सांगत असतो,
Oh.
आपण घटनांकडे फार लक्ष द्यायला जातो की असं घडेल आणि
Exactly.
असं होईल वगैरे.
Yeah. Yeah.
पण अनेक वेळा आपल्या आयुष्यात म्हणजे जर आपण काय म्हणजे 365 दिवस एका वर्षातले आणि असे आपण त्यातले कितीतरी दिवस काहीच घडलं नाहीये खरं बघायला गेलं.
True. Very true.
पण बोलतो आपण रोज, त्या बोलण्यातनं काहीतरी निर्माण होतं, विचार येतो, काहीतरी नाती बदलतात, नाती घडतात त्या सगळ्या ह्याच्यातून.
Right.
जे मला फार आवडलं होतं की काहीतरी त्याच्यामध्ये त्या कॅरेक्टरचा विचार होता,
हा.
ते कसे बोलतील याचा विचार होता, त्यातनं ते जे बोलत होते ते अजून इंटरेस्टिंग होतं खूप.
Right.
आणि तो त्या दोघांमधला संवाद, आणि एक मला त्याची पण गंमत वाटत होती की त्यांचं नातं कसं बदलत जातं.
हा.
म्हणजे एक 18व्या वर्षी 19व्या वर्षी जेव्हा कोणी रिलेशनशिप मध्ये येतं तेव्हा एक प्रकारे रोमॅन्टिक आयडियाज असतात सगळ्या, की कुठेतरी चित्रपटांचा प्रभाव असतो की जन्मो जन्मो तक
बरोबर.
हम साथ रहेंगे वगैरे अशा टाईप. आणि मग हळूहळू रियालिटी चेक्स इन आणि मग काय होतं वगैरे वगैरे वगैरे. तर ते मला फार ते आवडलं होतं. त्यात म्हणजे अभिनेता म्हणून कुठेतरी आमिर खान कसं लुक बदलतो प्रत्येकाला आणि असं वगैरे जे काही ते एक आकर्षण होतं की अच्छा आपल्याला हे करायला मिळेल थोडंफार तरी, त्या निमित्ताने वजन कमी होईल वगैरे वगैरे वगैरे. सो ती सगळी गंमत होती त्यात. आणि मृण्मयी पण एक अप्रतिम अभिनेत्री आहे आणि फार एक्सप्लोर केलेलं नाहीये तिला पण, आणि खरं तर तिने पण.
हा.
तर ते तिच्याबरोबर मी अर्थात तिच्याबरोबर कॉलेजच्या दिवसांपासून काम करत होतो, त्यामुळे मला तिचं पोटेन्शियल माहिती आहे.
हा.
आणि तिने अप्रतिम समजून उमजून काम केलेलं आहे.
Exactly the same. ते बघताना you feel it.
बरोबर आहे.
Did you agree on purpose to have so many different looks in those 6 episodes? Because you look from college guy to then proper, the mid-20s and then late 20s kind of look is shown in those 6 episodes. It's quite nice, quite different to see.
नाही मी त्याला फक्त रिक्वेस्ट केली, आमचा जो डिरेक्टर आहे मंदार त्याला पण, आणि त्याच्याही डोक्यात होतच नाही म्हणाला.
Okay.
आणि झालं असं की आम्ही आधी म्हणजे सिरीज शूट करायच्या बरोबर 1 वर्ष आधी
हा.
आम्ही एक पायलट शूट केला होता.
Okay.
आणि तो मी पायलट बघितला. सो तो आवडला होता सगळ्यांना ज्यांनी कोणी पाहिलं
हा.
त्याचं. पण त्याच्यातल्या मलाच अरे मी कसा दिसतोय, आणि हे तेव्हा आता आहे त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त जाड होतो.
Okay.
आणि मी ते आपल्याला कधी तेवढं लक्षात येत नाही, कॅमेरावरती आल्यावरती लगेच कळतं.
Yes.
म्हणजे काही लपवूच शकत नाही आपण ते. ते पायलट बघितल्यावर मग मी लाजतच होतो कुणालाही ते दाखवताना. आणि मी त्याला जाऊन म्हणालो की ऐक ना, आपण हे असं प्रॉपर प्रोफेशनली जर करणार असू आणि असं तर मी कमी करू का वजन प्लीज वगैरे. तो म्हणला हो, मला तुला कसं सांगायचं कळत नव्हतं. बिंदास सांगायचं. सो आम्हाला अर्थात प्रोड्युसर मिळेपर्यंत वगैरे खूप वेळ गेला.
ओके.
आणि जेव्हा मिळाला तेव्हा अर्थात ते मिळाल्यावर असं असतं ना, आम्ही सुरू करू,
राईट.
आता पैसे दिलेत सुरू करा आता.
बरोबर. हा.
मग त्या 2 महिन्यात त्याच्याबरोबर बसून प्लॅन केलं कोण कसं दिसायचं आहे.
हा.
आणि अर्थात ती मुभा नव्हती, ती लिबर्टी नव्हती की काय बाबा, इवन इफ यू आर शोईंग 6 years
हा.
बट एपिसोड हॅड टू बी शॉर्ट ॲट अ गो.
राईट.
म्हणजे इन 12 days वी शॉट दोज 6 episodes.
वाव.
सो ही मुभा नव्हती की आत्ता पहिल्या याच्यात मी असा दिसतो,
हा.
मग आपण एक महिन्याभराचा
थोडा
ब्रेक
time.
घेऊ, मी जरा काहीतरी अजून बारीक
Right,
वगैरे
right.
असं
काहीच नाही. हा.
ते हे नव्हतं.
हा.
सो द ओनली वे वी कुड प्ले विथ द लुक वॉज फेशियल हेअर आणि हेअरस्टाईल आणि हे सगळं.
Yeah.
सो एका पॉइंटला मग ते कामी आलं की फक्त पूर्ण
Clean
मग
shave.
क्लीन शेवन लुक होता तो सगळ्यात शेवटी ठेवला.
हा.
स्टार्टेड विथ द बियर्ड आणि मग ते स्टेजेस होते. मग मध्यात पाब्लो एस्कोबारची मिशी होती आणि मग पुढे क्लीन शेव.
Right. And as I mentioned, I'm a huge fan of the whole Casting Couch series. The way you all curate that content and bring that very realistic humor. And I'm not sure if it is 100% scripted or not, but the way the guest responds to certain questions, it is fun, it is entertainment, and it is really, really well executed. Now, when I see you, Ameya, Sarang, across different projects, sketches, and especially Casting Couch, there is a very evident bond, like त्या भावांसारखा बॉन्ड आहे. तर मला असं वाटतं, खरं आहे का हे? ॲज इन इज दॅट लेवल ऑफ फ्रेंडशिप?
हो. सारंग इज अमेय अँड माय फर्स्ट डिरेक्टर. सो आम्ही जे कॉलेजमध्ये पहिलं काम केलं त्याचा डिरेक्टर सारंग होता. आणि तेव्हापासून 2003 पासूनची मैत्री आहे. आणि त्याच्यानंतर अर्थात 2003 ते 2016 मध्ये त्यांनी आम्हाला कास्ट नाही केलं, ही वेगळी गोष्ट. पण मग डायरेक्ट 13 वर्षांनी आम्ही मला वाटतं एकत्र असं काम केलं जे त्यांनी डिरेक्ट केलं होतं. आणि सारंग फार चांगला दिग्दर्शक आहे हे आम्हाला तेव्हाही माहिती होतं. त्यांनी त्याच्यानंतर 1 वर्षभर डिरेक्ट पण केली नाटकं. पण मग त्याच्यानंतर त्यांनी जो फोकस आहे त्याचा अभिनयाकडे वळवला. आणि एक साधारण 2014 मध्ये मला वाटतं त्यांनी परत हा निर्णय घेतला की आपण दिग्दर्शन पण परस्यू करूयात आता. आणि तोपर्यंत पॉला आणि अनुषा पण त्याच्याबरोबर काम करायला लागले होते. सो त्या दोघींमुळे त्यांनी कंपनी सुरू केली. मग त्यांनी तेव्हा आम्हाला 2014 मध्ये कास्टिंग काउचची कॉन्सेप्ट सांगितली होती, जी बेसिकली आम्ही आणि मी जो कॉलेजमध्ये 11वीत असताना जो टाइमपास करायचो तीच त्यांनी कॉन्सेप्ट म्हणून आम्हालाच विकली परत. पण तरी 2014 ते 2016 हा वेळ गेला मध्ये त्यांना पण सगळं उभं करण्यात. आणि थोडंफार म्हणजे इतकं त्यांची ग्रोथ पाहून खरं भारी वाटतं की म्हणजे पहिल्या एपिसोडला त्यांनी मला वाटतं त्यांच्या कंपनीकडे होते नव्हते ते सगळे पैसे त्यात घातले होते आणि त्यांनी सुरू केलं होतं. आणि दे वर जस्ट बेटिंग ऑन दिस वन थिंग. आय डोंट थिंक दे इवन हॅड अन आयडिया की नंतर आपल्याला असं तो चॅनल चालवायचा आहे किंवा काय वगैरे. दे जस्ट फॉर द फर्स्ट few good months of भाडीप. आय थिंक भाडीप वॉज सिनॉनिमस विथ कास्टिंग काउच. म्हणजे नंतर ते आई अँड मी आणि मग नंतर स्केचेस आणि हे सगळं इट स्टार्टेड. आणि अर्थात जी आमची आता 17 वर्ष जी मैत्री आहे ती माहिती दिसते सगळ्याच्यात. कारण का एक प्रकारे माहिती आहे कोण कसं रिॲक्ट होणार आहे, कोणाचे काय स्ट्रेंथ्स आहेत, विकनेसेस आहेत, हे सगळं व्यवस्थित माहिती आहे. आणि ते ओळखून आता ते कॉन्शियसली तसं काम केलं जातं. आय थिंक तेव्हा रादर अनकॉन्शियसली ते काम होतं, कारण का माहितीच आहे की कोण कसा वागतो आणि कसा आहे.
एक्झॅक्टली. कारण की तुम्ही जेव्हा अमेय आणि तुम्ही बसलायत एकमेकांच्या बाजूला आणि यू आर काइंड ऑफ ट्राईंग टू put out that question, of course building up to that moment where the guest reacts or answers to it, there have been incidences I observed where it happened that you have been cut. I don't know if it was a very well planned thing, then you both are very good at picking cues of each other, but it came to me very naturally that it was he thought of something immediately and he just said it out at that same moment and you were cut and vice versa. But it feels so natural and maybe that added on to that feeling of की आपण मित्रमंडळी बसून गप्पा मारतो तशातलं आहे एक.
म्हणजे आय एम युज टू बिंग कट बाय अमेर टॉकिंग, सो त्यामुळे मी आय यूज माय एक्सप्रेशन्स मोर. आमच्या सगळ्यांचा मला वाटतं सेन्स ऑफ ह्युमर पण वेगळ्या पद्धतीचा आहे.
Uh-huh.
म्हणजे इंडिव्हिज्युअली
हा,
आय एम
हा.
सेइंग आम्ही खूप शब्दांच्या कोट्या करू शकतो.
हा.
ते त्याला पंच आणि हे सगळं म्हणजे आय डोंट नो हाऊ वी इवन थिंक्स ऑफ स्टफ लाईक दॅट.
Yeah.
आणि सारंग आय थिंक मेटाफर्स आणि हे सगळं चांगलं वापरतो.
Hmm.
आणि मी त्यातल्या त्यात काय कमी बोलून जितकं
Maximum
पॉइंट
impact.
पोहोचवता येईल तितकं तसं त्या प्रकारचा प्रयत्न असतो. सो ते मला वाटतं कॉम्प्लिमेंट चांगलं होतं इथं आमिरचं आणि माझं, की तो खूप बोलतो आणि मग ते माझं बोलणं कमी होतं त्या सगळ्यांना.
Right. So, Casting Couch was that first project you got involved with Bhadipa as writing and creating that series. But apart from Casting Couch, are you involved in other aspects of the channel as well with respect to content or anything?
नाही, नॉट रिअली.
Okay.
पण आता वी हॅव चेंज द फॉर्मॅट ऑफ कास्टिंग काउच बिकॉज वी हॅव रिअलाइज की किती लोकांना अजून बोलवणार. आणि एका पॉइंटला त्याचं असं व्हायला लागलं शेवटी की जेव्हा कोणाचे चित्रपट येत होते
हा.
तेव्हा ते यायला लागले शोवर.
Correct.
सो इट स्टार्टेड बिकमिंग अ टूल फॉर फिल्म प्रमोशन,
Yes.
which after a point of time we wanted to avoid that.
Yeah.
कारण का that was not what we want to do. We didn't want to make this as our primary identity.
Ha.
पण I have had this concept for a long time की casting couch ही कॉन्सेप्ट आणि त्याचं जे तो फॉर्मॅट आहे
हा.
तो इंटरेस्टिंग आहे आणि तो आपण थांबवला नाही पाहिजे.
Right.
आणि तो असा असला पाहिजे की कोणीही आलं तरी आपण काहीतरी करू शकतो
Continue.
त्याच्यात.
Yes.
सो आमची मागच्याच वर्षी ऑस्ट्रेलियाची टूर होती आणि त्याच्यामध्ये तो असा फॉर्मॅट असणार होता की प्रिया बापट असणार होती आणि आम्ही जो एक स्क्रिप्टेड कार्यक्रम तिच्याबरोबर करणार होतो.
Okay.
आणि अनफॉर्च्युनेटली शोच्या 2 दिवस आधी काही पर्सनल कारणांमुळे प्रियाला परत इंडियाला यायला लागलं
Oh.
आणि टूर तर कॅन्सल होऊ शकणार नव्हती. आणि सो ऍट दॅट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इवन सारंग अग्री टू अँड वी रिसॉर्टेड टू दिस कॉन्सेप्ट दॅट आय हॅड सजेस्टेड की लेट अस कंटिन्यू विथ कास्टिंग काउच बट लेट अस कॉल इट कास्टिंग काउच लाईव्ह.
हा.
आणि वी एंटर दी ऑडियन्स
हा.
आणि वी इंटरव्ह्यू देम आणि आम्ही त्यांना वरती बोलवतो
Right.
आणि लेट सी व्हॉट हॅपन्स. आणि इट वर्क लाईक एनिथिंग in Australia. So we had 4 amazing shows over there. I mean, it was a response like we had never received before. आणि फार मजा आली.
मस्तच.
आणि हे झाल्यावरती when we came back to India, the 3 of us sat and we said that okay, now this we have to continue because we love doing this.
Right.
आणि the best exciting part about this is every show is different.
हा.
म्हणजे because it depends on the person who's going to come.
Right. Can you share like your most fun memory? You know these guys for so long. So your most fun memory with Amey and Sarang?
For sure it will be the Australia tour. म्हणजे काही वादच नाही. That is something that I mean आजच आणि in fact coincidentally मी त्याचे फोटोज बघत होतो and it is something that I will never ever forget.
Yeah. Let's have a quick rapid fire. Your favorite Indian and English movie?
Indian film favorite Guide.
Mm-hmm.
And Fantry.
Uh-huh.
And English favorite film Fight Club, Gone Girl, त्याच्यानंतर Schindler's List.
Nice. Your favorite Indian and English web series?
Patal Lok. And TV series favorite is Wire.
Okay.
The Wire.
Undoubtedly then.
Yeah. Undoubtedly, yeah.
Your favorite theatre play, Indian and English?
Indian will be Piya Behrupiya by Atul Kumar. And English will be Play That Went Wrong.
Nice. What a choice.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, slightly hatke, can you tell us 3 things which changed for you after marriage?
Okay. 3 things that changed for me after marriage: getting home on time One. Secondly, actually listening to someone,
Okay.
actually obeying someone else, because I've been used to as a director, only हे कर ते कर इथे आणि तिथे जा वगैरे. Now, yeah. Third will be taking lots of pictures
Hmm.
with me in it.
So this section is called this or that. I'll give you two options. You just need to pick one, right?
Okay,
Acting or directing?
directing.
Amey or Saran?
Amen.
Mrinmay or Mithila?
Midnight.
Tough one coming up. Mumbai or Pune?
Pune. That's not tough. That's the
I
easiest.
thought. All right, that's great.
Always Pune. Always.
Vada pav or misal?
Mr.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Comedy or drama?
Drama. I think comedy comes naturally to me. Humor. So even if I'm doing drama, I think humor will definitely come in that.
So rate the following in order of priority or in order of liking for yourself. Theater, film, acting, writing, directing.
Directing, film, theater, acting, writing.
Nice. That's great. So that was the rapid fire. With respect to upcoming projects, is there something lined up, something in post production, something which you can share about?
Yeah. A film that I directed on the life of Hindustani classical maestro Pandit Vasantrao Deshpande. It was supposed to release on the 1st of May 2020. It was also his 100th birth year. And we were really looking forward to it. We had actually also released a teaser on the 2nd of March, and we had got a very good response. And everything was planned. And anyway, so one of the COVID casualties. But currently, we are gearing up for whatever opportunities which can be presented for this film. So I'm completing that right now. And apart from that, I'm writing one exciting, for me, of course, exciting new play and one film. So
Nice, great. Glad to hear. I'm so looking forward to new projects. We wish you all
Thank you.
the very, very best for everything coming up
Thank
your
you.
way. And thank you so much for taking out the time this evening. It really, it means a lot.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Saurabh.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Tata.
I really enjoyed watching Nipun and Saurabh's super fun conversation. If you enjoyed it as well, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to Binge Buddies, and share this video with your friends and family.